Hey everybody, what's up? It's been a while. I haven't mentioned my other product called Zombie Trading, which is a forex signal trading service. I've been really tied up in explaining recent market movements and talking about MMT and the dollar and interest rates and stocks and all that stuff. But I wanted to remind everybody that I do have this other report called Zombie Trading. Do have some of you who are already Zombie Trading subscribers. But basically, Zombie Trading, what we do with that is we look at the weekly data releases that are coming out in the various countries, United States, the Eurozone, in the UK, Australia, Japan, Canada, etc. And because we know the behavior of the zombies, we are able to capitalize on that behavior. So when we see or we know the forecast for these particular data releases, we can make a judgment or a market call based on how we anticipate. That's what the letter does. That's what the report does. It gives you a trade recommendation in the various currencies, in the respective currency, based on the anticipated behavior of the zombies. Now we know pretty much all the time how the zombies are going to behave. They do not understand MMT. They do not understand the monetary system. As a matter of fact, they have it all backward. So it's really very easy. Now, the report is designed as a short-term trading or signal service in Forex. You get the recommendation. It does use stops. Okay, I want to mention that to everybody because most of you know me as a guy who, I'm against stops, but I created this service specifically for people who wanted that short-term action. Okay, now I've done videos where I've said to people, stay away from short-termism. However, this is a strategy game. This is a strategy approach, kind of like a card game, a poker game, where we know how to read the hand of the zombies. And so I just wanted to remind everybody that that product is available. It is also available as a 30-day free trial. If you go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com, and you click on the tab that says products, you can sign up for Zombie Trading. That is the name of the report. Get it for 30 days, no obligation, and you can check it out. All right. All right, so much for that. I want to talk about what happened in the markets today. I sent out an email. First of all, it is Wednesday, and as you know, every Wednesday is the weekly EIA petroleum status report, and I always do a breakdown and analysis of that report. That has been sent out. If you would like a copy of that report, just go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com, and sign up for a 30-day free trial of either Zombie Trading or MMT Trader. All right. The report, I would say it was fairly strong. I have been calling a top in crude around these levels now for the last couple of weeks, and the reason was, as I explained in prior videos, China as price setter, basically telling the marketplace, telling the Saudis, hey, we're cutting our imports because the price is too high. And China, as the largest importer in the world, has price setting power, okay? And that is why we saw a couple of spikes above 72. It has not held on WTI, pulled back every time. We saw a build in crude inventories in the latest week. Now, I do not only look, the zombies, again, if we want to talk about trader behavior or the behavior of market participants, you have these market participants. They wait for that weekly report. They look at one line item off of that report. Maybe if they think they're smart or savvy, they might look at two. So they're looking at crude inventories. They might look at gasoline inventories, and then they jump in there and they do something. That is a very detailed report with a ton of information in there. All right, there's supply information, there's demand information, there's production information, there's imports, there's exports. You have to be able to synthesize all that information. And anyone who has been with me for any length of time will tell you that there is no one better than myself in synthesizing that information and putting out the recommendation of whether we should be in oil or out of oil. All right, so that report is out. The breakdown that I give, the summary and analysis, is out as well today. All right. Next, I said this morning, actually a couple of days ago, let me backtrack, 2-3 days ago, I said that bullish sentiment had spiked up in the stock market recently, and we were going to see somewhat of a correction. So we saw that blip higher on Monday, but that was erased. And I said this morning, don't expect that much on the downside right now in stocks. We're in this choppy environment where you have opposing forces. On the one hand, you have the Fed raising rates, you have inflation, which the Fed is causing as a result of those rate hikes. All right, inflation causes the compression of stock multiples. In other words, when you have low inflation or disinflation, multiples expand, right? When interest rates go down, you saw multiples expand, PE ratios, that's it. That means when you have rising interest rates, which creates inflation, you have a compression of those multiples. So what's happening now in this churning environment in the stock market, it comes down slowly. It's going sideways, but many individual stocks, slowly but surely, are seeing their multiples start to come down. And this could be a long, drawn-out process. It could take years of going nowhere. But what we have been doing is buying selective stocks as they come down. Okay, yesterday I sent out a list of bank stocks, which I believe are going to be affected in a positive way by the bank reform bill that was just signed and passed into law. Okay, that is a very important development. If you understand what is in there, it is a very important development. And if you want to find out more about that, again, become a subscriber or sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. Finally, as for the dollar, a lot of you mousy boys showing up. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. These are the same guys who were like attacking me when the stock market was going up every single day, and now it's coming down just as I said it would. These are the same guys, they've been around, they go away, they come back whenever they think they're smart and whenever they think they're savvy. And so they're now saying, aha, look at what you said about the dollar. Let me just make a few comments here, all right? We are short the dollar. I am short the dollar since basically early 2016. At that time, we had the dollar index. If you want to use that as just a general measure of where the dollar was, that was up above 98, so now it's at 94, still very much in profit, okay? We're selling dollar yen 118, 115, 111. The average is way above where it is right now. British pound, we're buying those in the 120s. The average, even with the correction we had, is way above where it is right now. So I can go all down the list, all right? So the dollar position is still very much in profit. Yes, we have given some of that profit back, but this is a long-term trade. The dollar is going down. If you want me to list the fundamentals, I will once again. Fiscal expansion at record levels in the United States. Rate hikes, which equate to price setting higher, inflationary in the United States. Trade deficits still a major feature of the United States. Then you have these kind of quasi-economic things going on more. They are more foreign policy related, which is the weaponization of the dollar, sanctions, etc. The tariffs, which are also an inflationary policy. And you have the, I would say, burgeoning de-dollarization. I mean, we see it now. We see with Iran doing business with Europe in euro, the yuan-based oil contracts in China, and all that stuff starting to, really take hold. Now, that is a long-term, big macro secular thing. You cannot see that effect on a day-to-day basis, but you will see it over a period of time. There's no question about that. So the mousy boys are out saying, ha, ha, ha. Well, you don't know what you're looking at. You don't know what you're talking about. You're fools. All right, we will talk about this. We will revisit this. Everything I have ever said has come to fruition. Everything, okay? So it's a question of time. We train our minds, we train our mental game to be able to sit and wait. The rest of you, you lose, okay? We don't lose. We wait. And there is no problem or no cost to waiting. We wait. You take losses. We wait. We turn time into profit. All right. We understand the monetary system. We understand the effect of policy on markets. You do not. That's plain and simple. You laugh, you giggle, you carry on like little girls. When you see something for a month or two that's not working the way that I said it's going to work, a month or two is nothing in the life of a trader. In the realm of your activity in the markets over the course of your life or career, a month or two is ridiculous. A year is ridiculous. You think Warren Buffett got to where he was because he was in a stock position and it went against him for 2 months? Not even went against him. Where he had a profit and it went, corrected a little bit for 2 months. Come on, people, please. When you say things like that, you expose your ignorance to a degree that is just girly boys, girly men. That's it. All right, everybody. Remember, if you want the zombie trading report, go to pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up for that. Sign up for MMT Trader. You will get on board and get all the right information. See everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.